I think I'll show the Spiral Abyss this time. I used to avoid it for many months, maybe a year, because it was too hard. After properly upgrading the skills of my characters and their equipment to the maximum level, I was more able to reach deeper levels. I still can't finish it completely, but I can get enough abyssal stars to earn me a few things. Like equipment, mainly. It's quite challenging. You can't revive yourself, you can't take food, and you can't change your group. So you have to be ready for... Oh, wee. You have to be ready for Nahida's cuteness. No, I meant you have to be ready for any challenge that the game throws at you. So let's do this. This is my first and maybe only video about the Spiral Abyss. Deepest Descent. Floor 11, Chamber 1. That's as far as I can get. I think it goes till floor 12, but I would have to increase my world level, my adventurer level, to have the skills, the stats, to survive that far. Blessing of the Abyssal Moon. Valorious Moon. When a character receives healing, ooh, this is nice, because my characters receive healing all the time. So those are the basics. Stuff that you cannot repeat and earn new rewards again, or stars. But once you've finished all those first 8 stages, you can click on this one, and those levels refresh every 15 days or so. You can get tons of primogems, which are much needed for wishes. You get money, but also those here. Domain reliquary. That's where the equipment comes from. They're the artifacts that I call equipment. So they are really nice, because those here are 4-star equipment, but they are 5-star. Much better. Okay, let's get to it. I have to... I was a bit distracted by explaining. Click on this one. Vaporize. The vaporize reaction damage dealt is increased by 50%. I should work with fire. I don't think that's going to happen, because my favorite team is Nahida and... who is she? I forgot her name. And then 2 times Electro. 1 time would be her, and the other time would be Raiden Shagun. The second team will have fire. Hu Tao and Kitty for the shield. Her for the healing, even though it's just temporary, which means if I move around I can't heal myself if I get out of the range of her healing spell. And for the fourth time, for the fourth character, I will pick... is that a good idea? Normally I took this team with Keqing instead of Hu Tao. If I pick the Traveler, I could go for Blurgeon. It's not Hyper Bloom, which I would prefer, but it gets the job done. And... oh man, wait a moment. I need a Vaporize reaction, not a Blurgeon. Whatever, I'll try this one. I mean, what else could I do? I could exchange Hu Tao with her. No, I'll try this one. Okay, tip number 1. Floor 9, chamber 1. The thing is, you have 3 chambers you have to go through, and you can pick Benediction, which boosts your character's skills and chances to survive. And in my opinion, in the first chambers, the most important thing is to pick abilities that affect the whole floor and not only the current chamber, so that they carry over for the third chamber instead of having them just temporarily. Once you get to the third chamber, you can pick a skill that affects only the chamber and not the whole floor, because you don't go any further than that. With that said, and this time I can pick between Elemental Burst or Max HP. Of course I will pick Elemental Burst for more damage. Oh, she was about to step on her swing. How does it look like here? I am not trying to see her panties, I just try to see the sky. Oh, there's a full moon. I usually don't pay much attention to the details, which is a shame because this game is beautiful. Isn't it so, Nahida? Let's get this done. Speed is everything. You just have to kill them as fast as you can, because the faster you kill them, the higher the reward. Raiden Shagoon. Was that overkill? Maybe. Chapter 1 done. Now let's switch to the other side, my second team, which has different enemies to face. Second team is not as strong as the first one, but Hu Tao sort of makes up for it. Iterashai! We have a survivor. My only problem is poor Diona-chan, because her skill takes just too long to reload. There's a lot of Vaporez going on. That's good. Ooh, you got me there. That's why I shall ignore you. Always ignore the biggest threat, so that she can dash out a lot of damage. Still reloading. See, it takes ages for her to reload her skill. That's one problem. The second one is that her shield only triggers after she completes her very long animation. And during all the time, she can be interrupted and take damage. Chapter 2. The everlasting whisper of the Spiral Abyss encourages you to go deeper and harder. Stop getting once. Anyway, I will pick something for the whole floor again, and I will go with Elemental Mastery. I wanted to say stop saying naughty stuff. That is not a time for this. Rank 1? Here. So, those are a bit harder to defeat. And I can't switch to Kuki for some reason. Those floaties with a cold skill, they can take a lot of damage. I wish I could wait until she finishes her text. That's one thing I really miss about the characters. But you would lose time. You would lose so much time. You can't afford to just sit there and wait for them to finish their lines. That's just not an option. Because that would be stupid. Okay, timing has been off. Because you would have to come here. To switch to another character. I switched to the wrong one. And had the order all messed up. But I got through it, so it's all that matters. Mayday! No! This is not good. This is really not good. Fire against fire enemies. She's still reloading. Why is she still reloading? Yeah. $82,000 damage. That is a lot. For me. I'm sure that there are much stronger teams out there with better equipment, better sets that can do a ton of damage. But for me it's already a lot. I got the highest rating, which means I got this done in time for the maximum amount of stars. I get my reliquaries for the artifacts and move on to the third chapter. Continue. Here I have the option to pick something for the chapter only, because I don't need to pay attention to the floor anymore, unless the benefit of the floor card is better than the other two, which actually it is. I don't care much about defense, because in this stage, in floor 9, they don't really do much damage. So I'll go with this one. But I need to take care of Kuki's low health. Need to keep an eye on this. Irasai. Come back! Where are you? Where are you? Mirror Maidens are a bit annoying, because they can trap you in place. But I found out just today, actually, that if I use the charged attack of Raiden Shogun, she can still hit the Mirror Maidens, even if they're out of rage. Mr. Stealth Guy, come back. You can't hide from death. You hurt her. You hurt her a lot. You do not know that this will not work for your favor, because you're just making her stronger. I must keep her alive. She took a lot of damage. They all take a lot of damage. What's going on here? Okay, Kokomi, I need you to heal everyone, because things are escalating here, and I don't know why. She's going to die! She's going to die! I'm failing so hard! Oh, that never happened before. But of course it happens when you record something online. And she died. Oh, this is not going well. I should just finish the video. I lost my battleship. Why? How did I fail? Maybe I shouldn't have taken Hu Tao, but I don't think it was this that caused my death and failure. Oh god, this is so annoying! There's no way. Oh, I did it! I did it. That was the last chapter. Maximum amount of rewards. So I would go to floor 10, chapter 1 next. Which I won't. I will not. Because that was embarrassing.